And now we're live, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Do we want... God, how do we do this? We've done this so many times. I forget how we friggin' introduce ourselves.
Whichever one of us decides to starts talking and then introduces our guests. Today, that'll be me because you're busy taking a drink. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for watching us on Unplaytested. Presumably, this is only going out to those of you who are catching the VOD, but that is fine. We like those people as well. So we are going to be playing the game that we just made the other week, Jacked Shirtless Animal Gods. If you're wondering how the acronym works out to spell JAGS, that's because we had to be very creative with the capitalization for it. So we have two amazing guests on here today. Fantast is I think our first Orange Grove's friend who has streamed with us, which is very exciting. So you can introduce yourself and say a little bit that you would like to say to the internet.
Hi, yeah, I'm Fantast. I'm co-host of Weebkin Warriors, also on the Orange Groves. I'm me. Hi.
Yay! So glad to have you, and we also have Viv as well, and you can say all sorts of things too.
All right. Hey, I'm Viv. I make games sometimes. I'm on the internet, and I'm here today.
All right. So we are going to be playing. I don't think it's necessarily our weirdest game, but it's definitely up there.
I think our weirdest game is the one with the capybara, right? Capybara epic poetry.
Yeah,
that's poet. There is a friendship hole in the center of everything.
Yeah. We'll see how this one goes, and I hope that it is great. So everyone can open up our PDF of the game, and then we will read through it together. Oh yes, or your printout if you're Lara
on your laser printer.
Ooh, lasers!
Yeah, baby. I'm futuristic. I'm a cyberpunk.
No, that was the other week. This one we're gods. Come on, keep up.
Oh god. Okay, I'm a laser god.
There you go. Nobody says the gods can't have lasers.
Anyone who says the gods can't have lasers is a fool and a jerk.
Yeah. So we'll go around taking it in turn to read out like a paragraph or two or a section, or you just sort of read until you feel like you want to stop and then you don't continue anymore as we're going through the book. That's the rule. And why don't we go in clockways order? We'll do Lara, then me, then Fantast, then Viv.
Hello! We have a guest.
Hi, Cherry.
Ahem. You are big, buff gods. For time immemorial, you have floated in the space between, nebulous and undefined, although nonetheless radiating big himbo energy with every fiber of your essence. And then one day, a rogue crack in the fabric of space-time caught you and sent you hurtling towards a little planet of no real importance called Earth. In the aftermath of your impact, you arose, finally forced to take physical form after an eternity of boundless existence. You crafted your bodies to be completely perfect in form and structure. You also made your heads like the heads of local animals, because that seemed like a good idea at the time. Now go forth and guide the world, you jacked, shirtless animal gods. I didn't know why I decided that would resolve into a bad Christopher Walken, but God, it's sometimes you make an acting choice.
Yeah, and you roll with it. That's what's up. Okay, so for our setup, we are going to be using our lovely what do you call this, spreadsheet that Lara has created. And first of all, we're going to take a moment to enjoy our time in the nebulous, timeless void of interstellar space. Make sure you stretch first so you don't strain your god mass. Okay, ready? Let's go. All right, I'll read this "Where are you" part. So as a group, consider the planet Earth. It's over 100 years old, and it's real honkin' big. Where and when do your gods land on the planet? Are you touching down in prehistory, medieval Europe, right in the heart of New York City? That's on you to decide, bearing in mind the obvious caveat that while you are not strictly required to choose a place and time with which you are personally familiar, deciding to play a game that's set outside of your realm of familiarity brings with it an added responsibility to approach the material with thoughtful caution, so as not to trivialize or exoticize the real experience of real people, modern and historic. This is a decision we all need to agree on together, so we're gonna, be cool about it. Does anybody have feelings about when and where our gods should be dropping like sexy meteors down to the earth?
I like coastal areas. I think that's cool.
Ooh, yeah. I could do that.
Coast gods. Okay. I like the idea of some of us being able to have fishy heads.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I can tell Alex is already claiming octopus in his mind.
I already did that in the episode, so
How do we feel about like a modern day San Francisco?
That sounds
That
fun.
could be fun.
yeah. Let's do it. That's great.
All right. Super into it. I should write this in our time and place zone.
Sweet. While that's going on, Fantast, would you like to read us the "What Are You" section?
Maybe.
You don't have to.
No, it's fine. I'm Josh. And so, what are you? As you arise from the massive crater that marked your impact on the planet, you find that you've been forced into bodies appropriate for this planet, buff and toned and bursting with divine energy. Too much divine energy. You have too much raw potential to fit into a human-shaped head. So you will need to ground yourself by choosing an animal form. Look around you. Find an animal which could be reasonably said to be local to the time and place you choose in the previous step. You gain that animal's affinity, which means that that animal is down forever, an avatar of your power. Each member of the species connected to you in a fundamental way. And B, your head is now that animal's head. So everyone pick an animal. Don't pick the same animal.
All right. What are good San Francisco animals?
I feel like sea lions is the immediate and obvious choice. The pier whatever sea lions out there.
Oh wow.
Well, let's see.
Are there like squirrels in San Francisco?
I mean, it's a city, so like
definitely.
I think any
They
city
gotta have
animal
squirrels. Yeah.
gotta have squirrels.
I think there are also parrots that have actually localized there now.
According to this article, I found they also have great white sharks and
Mhm.
bat rays, which is a type of eagle ray. That doesn't make
It's-
any sense. The family that includes the giant manta ray.
If I can find my handy dandy map, I'm betting they have warm coastal currents.
North American river otter. Ooh, you could be an elk, the Tool elk.
Oh,
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm not
colder
turning down an
currents.
elk.
Okay, now
Yeah,
it makes
dang.
sense too. Yeah, no, actually colder currents. Interesting. Oh, the California currents, of course.
Ooh, one of the prettiest snakes in North America, the reclusive San Francisco garter snake.
The
California
first animal that
tiger
Google is
salamander.
suggesting to me as a San Franciscan animal is puppy, which I think that's just like that's an easy one, Google.
You could say that about many, many cities.
A lot of boring-looking birds.
They've
Okay.
definitely also got to have scary trash raccoons, as Rue points out. A jacked puppy.
Just a jacked pup. Isn't that what the cover of this is?
I don't know. You have
Yes,
to put it
so.
up again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the same dog that you used for our max bandwidth dog?
No, I should have. That would have been some very clever meta commentary, but I failed.
The the unplaytested cinematic universe.
Yeah. Red wing and blackbird. Oh, great.
Well,
blue
the other
heron.
thing is
Wow.
that, like, see, near San Fran, there should be some kelp forests.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of interesting things you can get out there.
Yeah.
Man, the interesting thing about a modern setting too is that San Francisco has like zoos.
Mm-hmm.
That really opens your options up.
That's cheating.
Okay, fair.
Get out of here.
So
You gotta pick a San Franciscan animal. And
Okay.
I want the San Francisco garter snake because it's super cute.
Nice.
Mm.
Can I be a San Francisco garter snake?
Yeah. Does the head scale to your body? Because
Yes.
I'm just imagining, I'm seeing great whale, and I'm just trying to work that out in my head.
Yeah. Wait, what the heck? What are you talking about? Scrappy Doo from the live action as he was anamorphing to scary giant Scrappy Doo.
Have you not seen the live action Scooby Doo movie?
I haven't.
Oh, you.
Spoilers! There's a Scrappy Doo.
There's a
Amazing.
Scrappy Doo.
There's a Bara's pocket gopher. If anybody wants to be a cute little gopher, look at that face.
I might be a gopher. That sounds.
Do it.
Yeah. Let me put myself down.
The first Google question about them is, are pocket gophers aggressive? Yes. The pocket gopher is an aggressive solitary rodent.
That
Do not
tracks.
put in your pocket.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh my gosh. I thought I was gonna have a lock on the giant Pacific octopus, but I'm not seeing it in my San Francisco lists.
Oh, I
Should've
mean,
gone
I'm
to
pretty
Seattle.
sure it's.
They've gotta have it.
Yeah.
Surely there's some kind of
Surely
octopus.
there's
It's the Pacific. And let's see. What is its distribution? No, it definitely does stretch down to California.
Okay, good. At least got that as a backup. Although now I'm looking at images of what the faces of manta rays look like and imagining that being someone's entire head, and it's really wild.
They're very adorable little crunchy faces.
Yeah,
They have interesting teeth.
That's pretty great. Will this work? I'm linking a link in the chat for the stock photo. Nope. Well, I can't.
No, I was trying to click on the link and it
Yeah,
went terribly awry.
you'd have to go to actual Twitch or something. That's fine.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go to Twitch. Ew. I'm a garter snake, Alex. I'm too good for that kind of thing.
Okay, nice. You know what? I feel like I have to be a jacked manta ray because that just seems so dumb that I really want to do it. I gotta read more about bat rays.
Right, because it's very important that we are very accurate to our animals. That's central to our thesis. All right. If you're going to be a bat ray, we need one more animal.
Yes, I want to find a gastropod. I think they're neat.
Hmm. Oh, it's even the bat ray is Mylobatis californica. It's very specific to that region, I guess. Or got named there. I don't know.
Yeah. Some found in California said, "That's Californian now."
Yeah, we're taking this one.
They do that a lot.
The bat ray uses its lobe-like snout to dig prey from sandy bottoms. Get ready for my character to have a lobe-like snout. Has 1 to 3 venomous barbed spines at the base of its long tail. But this docile animal only stings to defend itself. Aw, a gentle ray. Would you like some assistance with Googling a good gastropod?
I just found an interesting one.
Ooh.
The jeweled top snail.
Jeweled
Cool.
top snail.
It's very fascinating. Where should I put a link to this?
If you
this
go
is
to
a
comments up in
pretty
the top right,
snail.
you can
Mhm.
drop a link there. And you can also see our chat
Holy
for our
moly.
friends chatting with us. You may need to actually open it on Twitch to click on it though, because I think if you click on it normally, it like puts it up over the overlay, which is less helpful. There might be some way around that, but if there is, I don't know what it is.
It's technology. Nobody understands how it works or if it works.
Yeah.
It's all honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's a jeweled top snail.
Sick.
So it looks cool.
Let's do it. That sounds great.
Okay, I found a good picture of the jeweled top snail.
Oh, share it.
I am throwing out into the world. There's no way for y'all to click on it.
wow.
You're doomed. I know, right?
Here, I'll hold it up to my camera on my phone. Look at that. It does look like a top.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it's got colors on it.
Cindy, you're way behind. I have been picturing Alex with a jacked manta ray head for as long as I've known him.
For years.
And now I finally understand why.
Finally. This is gonna be the first episode that we get fan art for. Someone has to draw my jacked manta ray head character.
All right.
You
You two, God 2 and God 3, put your animal heads where they belong.
On top of our ripped human shoulders.
We are very pretty animals. I have been described as the most beautiful snake in the United States.
Aww.
I slightly regret coming in cat ears now, because it's kind of not as reptilian as
You weren't to know.
I wasn't. I could have said cat. I could have just said cat, but
They do have them.
I'm a pretty kitty snake.
Yeah.
I think the Bada's pocket gopher has other qualities. I think that's the nicest way to put that.
Very, very looking forward to finding those out. Love to play a solitary, aggressive character.
Speaking of what kind of character we're going to play, someone should read the How Are You, and I think it is V's turn.
I think it is my turn. Let me get that ready to go. How are you? In the first few moments of your physical existence, you discovered certain limitations to the form. certain binaries inherent in existence on Earth. You've come to call these stats. And you have 4 of them. On your character sheet, mark the starting value of each stat with a token. Shirt. This is the measure of your alignment with either the humans of Earth or the animal to which you have affinity. The greater your shirt, the more civilized you are, or at least the more comfortable you are with the trappings of civilization. The lower your shirt, the more you resent being forced to wear a shirt, the metaphorical shirt of humanness.
That tracks.
And thus, the more like your animal you are. All JAGs start with a shirt score of 0.
This is mandatory. This was in the prompt.
Yep.
I guess I will continue with pants. Pants! This is the stat that determines where your confidence comes from. If you have positive pants, then you are dignified. What you lack in freedom, you make up for in being able to show only what you wish. Its inverse, negative pants, implies a sort of cheerful guilelessness. You fear nothing, for you have nothing to hide. Your starting pants can be anywhere between 1 and -1. And now is a good time to introduce the fact that there's little checkboxes here, and it automatically adjusts your score based on what you pick.
That's so
Oh.
good.
Swanky.
And then you'll kind of add them up like that, and then if you get all the way to 4, it turns a color.
I see. Nice.
Anyway, garter snakes are dignified as hell, so I have 1 pants.
Nice. I cannot imagine my character being dignified with a goony little ray face. So I am definitely calling that -1.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of how much of the snail is the head. I'm thinking everything
Right.
above the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you got kind of a long neck going on.
I think it's more like you have like the shell, and then you have like the face down here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Because otherwise you would just be a slug, right? You got to get the shell in there.
Gotta have the shell. Shells.
Yeah.
Even if the shell's not technically head, it's a divine head essence can be seen.
I think a shell is kind of like pants.
It's
The
like some
pants of the
built-in
animal
pants on
world.
your head.
Yeah.
And I can see
Alright.
that your pocket gopher has negative pants.
Yeah. I just I don't think I'm dignified.
That's fair. That's reasonable.
Yep. All right. Shall I read us
What
about
is a hat
sweat?
but pants for your head?
So sweat is all about how we apply our effort. Above 0, you apply by sweating. Your glistening abs churn as you put forth physical effort to accomplish your ends. Below 0, you sweat in your mind. You too have abs that churn, but they're made of neurons or something. Note that you are all, regardless of your sweat levels, both strong and clever, but you have to choose the manner which you are most comfortable acting. Your starting sweat can be anywhere between 1 and -1. 1 being bodier and -1 being mindier.
I'm gonna go pure. I'm gonna split the uprights. I have 0 sweat. Mind, body, they are equal to me. For such is the nature of the garter snake.
Sweat in your mind is so visceral. Viscera is the guts stat, which we did not keep in this game. You think this is Earthbound?
Snail squishy.
Snail squishy. Makes sense. But your inner sweat has a lot of shell to fill up. Is that a thing? Yeah.
It can be.
I'm gonna say Ray also more cerebral, at least so far.
I think I've got a ripped bod.
Reasonable.
All right. Fantast, do you want to read us Thirst?
Thirst. This is all about desire. With a positive thirst, you are moved by desire. It's not just that you want things, but you want to want things. Because wanting is even better than getting. As long as you are still, of course, getting. If you have a negative thirst, you still want things. We all do, but yours is a life built around contentment and appreciating what you have more so than reckless pursuit of more. Your starting thirst can be anywhere between 1 and -1. If you're not sure where to set your starting values, consider your animal. If you're a crocodile, you always have negative pants, neutral sweat, negative thirst. I mean, I don't even have to explain that one, do I? Anyway, the game is all about choosing these stats, so don't sweat it. Very good, Laura.
Yeah, I am very impressed with the way that you took the tenuous ideas that we came up with in the podcast episode and managed to give us some pretty good justifications for them. I'm gonna start out thirsty.
I feel like garter snakes are just like they're like happy little guys, you know? They're just happy little guys.
That seems
They're not
right.
so thirsty.
I think I'm pretty thirsty.
Oh, just a second. I gotta. Sorry, we can't take this this comment down. That one stays up. Sorry, V. You're hidden for the rest of the stream.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Thank you, Sandy. Am I the only not thirsty? Am I missing the point of the game? Whatever.
I mean, it's not jacked thirsty animal gods. Technically.
I mean, I'm pretty sure these are herbivores. No, omnivores. Huh? Still, that means they eat all the time. If you're eating plants, always eating, always thirsty.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say, since a bat ray will use its lobe-like snout to dig prey out of sandy bottoms, you have to be thirsty to do that, right? You're literally hunting through sand to get nourishment. You're getting it out of there.
Just so the audience is aware, we've hit 2 on our lobe-like snout count. So we're taking all bets on how high that's going to go. V, can you take the why are you?
Absolutely. Why are you? Finally, every god gets to establish a law of the land. This is a rule that humans in your domain are obligated to follow if they want to stay in your good graces. Don't murder seems like a good one. Always wear shoes is less good, but not objectionable. Give the crocodile-headed god all your earthly goods is certainly not kind, but gods are often jerks. Go as low as the culture of play and safety tools established at your table allow you to go.
Interesting.
Yeah. What do garter snakes like? Like eating frogs. Let me eat all your frogs. That's...
Well, one thing I recently learned about bat rays is that for many years, oyster growers trapped bat rays because they thought that bat rays ate large numbers of oysters. But recently, researchers discovered that bat rays rarely eat oysters and that crabs were destroying the oyster beds. The oyster growers were actually causing the destruction of their own oyster beds by trapping bat rays, which eat crabs. So I think being a god, have naturally divined this course of events and understand it completely. So I think that my law is going to be destroy all crabs wherever they are found.
That's reasonable.
This is the anti-carcinization law. Nothing will be crabs because all crabs will be gone.
That'll have no consequences.
It seems fine.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking something to do with pockets. I like the idea of making a law that either all the clothes need pockets or none of the clothes can have pockets.
That's great.
The question is whether you, as a pocket gopher, want all of your pocket gopher brethren to have the pockets that they desire to live in? Question mark?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm thinking everyone needs to wear fancy hats.
I like this one very much.
Beautiful.
Fanciest hat you can afford. Gotta have it.
Okay, I found the best image for my Bat Ray face claim. Link it in the private chat. That'll make it so you guys can actually click on it.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take a look at this. Also, don't forget to
boy.
write your law of the land somewhere in the laws of the land box.
Very
That's
good
a
face
very
claim.
cute Ray. All right, I guess I am just going to go with the law of let the frogs breed to satisfy my garterliness.
Amazing. I like that we have opposite approaches. Mine wants to destroy my enemies, and you want to encourage your food.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess if my creepy, almost human-looking, little depressed eyes and weird serrated, toothy mouth part are on like the front of the head, which is flat, then the back has got to be the lobe-like snout, which is, I guess I just smell behind me.
Smell where you've been, not
Yeah.
where you're going.
That's the other law. That's just my advice.
All right. Ew. So is that another one on the lobe-like snout list? We're raising our snout count.
I think that hit 3, yeah.
Ding. I realized that I put name and pronouns on this character sheet, but did not actually make it a part of the setup for gameplay. So
That's true.
I don't know if y'all want to just put something there, or if we have accidentally decided that we are nameless godheads.
I could kind of go either way.
Yeah.
See, I would want to call my character like Bat Ray, but then that would be really confusing if you wanted to be a Bata pocket go. Like Bat Ray and Bata sound very similar.
What is a good name for a snail?
Gale?
Also, I think I'm just going to replace God 2 with my name and pronouns so that they're at the top.
That's probably reasonable. Ooh. Tetratania is a very good species name, so you can call me Tetratania.
Wow, nice. Does that mean the mine is Californica? Either that or it's Miliobatis. Miley. Miley is a cute name.
Miley O'Battis from Ireland.
I think that would make
Trying to
mine
think.
Thomamus.
What's a really... I want to think of a really bland name. One coming up is Greg.
Greg?
It's a pretty good.
Yeah, Greg.
Harsh burn on all the Gregs out there.
Oh man.
Yeah, you shit, Greg. You got a bland name.
I was just reading that the top snails are in the clade Vetigastrophoda, but for a second I thought it said Vegeta Stropoda, and I was like, can you be named Vegeta?
Okay, now I have to. Now I have to.
Oh.
I have to be Vegeta.
Okay. I thought you would want to know that that was a possibility.
Thank you.
All right. I guess we should start talking about how the game is played, right?
How is this old game played?
How is this old game played? Who knows, man?
Do you want to read, or
I probably
in reading
should.
order?
Okay, the thing is, usually it's very easy for me to remember how the game is played because I probably just finished writing the thing like 20 minutes before air.
Mm-hmm.
But this time, I haven't looked at this in a week, so it's like,
This is what you get for doing your work ahead of time.
oh, more fool I.
Yep.
Hey, time has passed since our arrival on this strange planet. Everyone begin by introducing your god. Where have you set up? Have you worshippers? What's your domain like? Starting with the player whose animal form is cutest, everyone will take turns as the active god, comma, period. Oh, Lara, that's not right.
You didn't have to put yourself on blast to everyone.
I mean, I'm not going to fix it.
Fair.
Where have we set up? Where has, I don't know, let's start with Vegeta. Where have you set up? Where's your godly domain in modern-day San Francisco?
In modern day San Francisco. Well, let's see. San Fran. My aunt lives down there, but I haven't been down there before.
It's great. You should go.
I should. San Francisco. They should have some good like piers down there, right?
Yeah, Pier 39 is kind of your party pier with all the restaurants and all the
Ooh.
tourism and whatnot.
Oh, thank goodness someone here knows anything about San Francisco.
Yeah, I guess I forgot that not everybody in the world has the exact same reference pool as me when I picked San Francisco.
I mean, it's kind of like the pier up in Seattle, it looks like. It's a pier in big city. Restaurants and stuff. Ooh, there's a carousel. That's how you fucking call them. Yeah, I am going to set up specifically on this carousel. Because I think it looks cool.
That's so
And it's
fun.
kind of like my shell.
Nice. Yeah, of course you would like a spinny round thing. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my habitat is the sandy seafloor, but I can't interact with my worshippers if I'm down there. I mean, I could, but you know, they would drown. So I think I'm going to set up in the Chase Center Arena in San Francisco, which is a big old sports stadium that I have had just lightly filled with seawater and have had some sand imported over there to give it a nice sandy seafloor.
It's a giant touch pool.
Yeah, very much so.
I'm thinking I might take over Alcatraz.
Oh, heck
Hell
yeah.
yeah. No explanation needed. That's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I guess I don't know. Fine, I'll take over the mission. Mission San Francisco. One of them California missions, except now the doors have been thrown open and it is full to bursting with snakes and frogs. And frogs and
Nice.
snakes.
Heck yeah.
I like that none of us has touched the Golden Gate Bridge at all. We're just
That
leaving
one's
it.
too
Just a
obvious.
big bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't live on a bridge. What is this thing? Oh my gosh.
What is what
Some
thing?
sort of very cool temple-like structure. I don't have to scroll through this article now until I find this picture again. So don't mind me. What? It just says explore the world around you. The Exploratorium.
Oh my god, the Exploratorium is badass.
Wow, it looks
It's-
really pretty.
It's a hella interactive museum. It makes science learning fun.
This episode is
Um,
sponsored by the San Francisco Regional Tourism Board, just in case anyone was wondering.
Damn, I should have picked the Exploratorium. Shit, that's really good.
It's not too late. Look at that. It looks like a god lives there already.
Yeah, no, I'm still at the mission. I just regret it. And I have plans. I have days. I
There
have
you
a
go.
godly plot to take over the Exploratorium as one of my first acts, which brings me to godly competitions.
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, we need to figure out who is going to be the first act of God, and that is whoever's animal form is cutest.
I mean, mine's pretty cute. Look at that face.
That face is disturbing, but
But in a cute way.
all I'm saying is you're not the most beautiful snake in the United States.
Is beauty the same as cuteness, though? I don't know.
Oh shit! Is beauty the same as cute? Is the gopher the cutest?
I
gopher
don't
is
know. I don't
Pretty
think so.
cute.
It's small and fuzzy. That is cute.
Small and fuzzy.
Sn-
I'm aggressive and alone.
But in like a cute way.
In a cute way, perhaps.
Everyone's like, oh, buddy.
I'm aggressive and alone too, and look at me. I'm adorable.
I'm cute in like kind of an ugly way, you know.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Look at this little face. Look at that bottom face.
Let me look at this face. Let me see this. Let me see this
You
gopher
find the same
face.
one as
Oh
me?
god!
You did. We both understand that that's the correct bodice gopher face. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
yeah, oh, no, absolutely.
Oh god!
Content warning for big teeth right in your face when you open that one. It's slightly too late. Oh.
I'm gonna stick with
You got
the
whiskers.
snake is the cutest because snakes are cute.
We got to find a cute picture of a garter
Snakes are
snake.
cute,
You have to
snails are
share.
Cute.
Hey, garter snakes are very cute.
Yeah,
They
I'm
are
gonna
very cute.
I'm gonna drop a link.
Oh, look at that little face.
Yeah.
There we are. Look at this garter snake. Look at this face. Look at this big eye.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big eye.
It's a big eye.
Big eye, very important for cuteness.
Claiming it. Hey, act of God, that's me. It's time for me to set a scene.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
Hey everybody, there are 6 types of scenes. Choose one, or if you're too busy posing to be bothered, roll a d6 to discover the kind of situation you are in. You do a little bit of narrative scene setting, expand on the information, putting in some specific details, and importantly, talk about how it's affecting you. So if you go to the very last page of your PDF, you will see the list of godly challenges next to the physical character sheet, which I'm sorry that we aren't using because I have these cute little thermometer dealies. But
very good.
godly challenges, of course, being it's time to wrestle, deal with a crisis, debate the laws of the land, attract worshippers, guide the people, and tell our stories. I am going to pick one of these. And sure. I think it's time to wrestle. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's gotta be time to wrestle, right?
Let's go big or go home. And as a garter snake, I think that the god who I do find the most threatening is obviously the pocket gopher. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for reasons incomprehensible to humans, you've decided you need to establish dominance over another god. So here's how I kind of envision this going down. I think that one day, this is many, many, many months after we have established rule over the land, obviously. And what the hell's my name? Tetratania is gazing out over her domain, doing the cute little licky thing that snakes do. When there's a bad scent on the air, as there often is when the wind blows from Alcatraz. The scent of sharp-toothed mammal, which I find offends the sensibilities of the snake within. And as a result, I journey out to Alcatraz. Obviously, I am a god, so it's very easy for me to just walk across the waters to get there. I don't think that needs to be explained. And doubtless, Goph, you recognize as soon as I set foot on your terrain.
Absolutely.
And I say something along the lines of, Goph! At last the time has come!
I think
I issue you a challenge.
I pop my head out of a hole.
Yes.
That's next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And say, I accept.
But with just your head poking out,
Just
and like
just
your
the
human
head. Just like a
body
like
is still under.
Little gopher head.
Very well. A duel it shall be. What is our weapon? How are we fighting for dominance?
I feel like an arm wrestling competition feels appropriate.
Oh, okay. So this is a physical maneuver at which you definitely have the advantage. You know what? Confident as I am, I accept your challenge. It shall be a competition of pure physical prowess, and you will see at last that you mammal types are no match for true reptilian satisfaction. Have at ye. Arms forward! I don't know. Do we do this here? Do you want to go somewhere else?
Do we have? Can we conjure up tables? Is that something we can do?
You can absolutely. You're
so.
a god, Goph.
I think I stick one arm out of the hole.
Amazing.
And just sort of put it on the ground and just look up at you.
Okay. I sort of curl my body in a really disturbing way for a human-shaped body that would make sense as a snake. And then one of my arms emerges from a curl of human form and plops itself on the ground next to you, clasps hands, and now we roll. And hey, I'm definitely rolling with my sweat. So if you go over to this here column with the dice, you'll see there is a die next to each of your stats.
Oh.
If you click that checkbox, you will roll a die adding the absolute value of your stat. So I'm going to click this checkbox by sweat, and I got a 6.
Yikes.
And
That's
you
a
got
5.
a 5. When the time comes to find out who wins the competition, each player rolls a die, adds the absolute value of the stat they're rolling. The higher value wins. The victor may then describe how their victory changes them, which allows them to raise or lower the value of the stat they rolled by 1. And I'm going to say, is this making me smarter or tougher? Screw it. I think that here is what it is. Here is what happened. So you, Goph, you are putting your all into this. I could tell. You have a massive mammalian muscle that a cold-blooded snake person just couldn't quite compete with. What I ended up doing was using a little bit of cleverness, recognizing that with your arm popping out of the hole as it was at this awkward angle, yours was an insufficient leverage. So with just a kind of a centimeter's twist of my elbow, I achieved the sufficient leverage to shove your arm to the ground with a resounding thoom that sounded throughout the entirety of San Francisco. After which every garter snake in town raised its head in adulation. My sweat is reduced by 1, and the loser, your stat goes the opposite. So your sweat is in fact increased. So you get to check box 2 in addition to 1. Keep 1 checked too. They stack. There we go. So hey, I get to describe the immediate outcomes. Every godly challenge has its own different outcomes. In this case, the winner gets to gain a boon and inflict a bane. My boon, having gotten rid of the gopher threat, or at least minimized it, I am feeling much more confident than ever before. So the next time I roll with pants, I get advantage. I roll 2d6, pick higher. That is already built into the spreadsheet. We don't need to account for that because I'm so fucking good.
Nice.
Nice.
And you, Goph, I hate to say it, but I am going to say, do you think you're feeling tormented having lost to a snake?
I think so. I think that sounds right.
Tormented. And the loser describes the ripples that occur over the next generation or so. What are the long-term ramifications, Goph, of your defeat at the hands of Tetratania? Tetratania. I don't know why I keep putting an S in there.
So I think what happens is Goph is feeling very kind of scorned, kind of rattled for a while now. I think what they're gonna do is, like, over time gradually increase the arm strength of, like, the human population in San Francisco.
Yo.
So like over time, it's not noticeable at first, but in like 100, 200, 300 years or so, one arm's going to be significantly larger than the other.
That's amazing.
Everyone's going to be walking around with a beefy right arm, like a fiddler crab in human form.
Is this like a magical thing or a cultural thing? How are you affecting this change?
I think it's like I think it's a magical thing.
Nice. You're just like, let it be so.
Right. Let it be so.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't believe I actually say who goes next, but I think the intent is to just go around the table. So
That seems good.
yeah, it seems reasonable. Alex, what
All
what godly
right.
challenge are you taking upon?
What am I taking upon? I think I'd like to deal with a crisis. Something's going on with the humans, and lots of them are like dying. What's up with that? I'm going to ask the others for their suggestions in dealing with it. So my target is going to be the god that I believe is the wisest, which obviously will be Vegeta, the jeweled top snail.
Thank
Obviously.
you.
So let's see what we do for that. Oh, and the winner is going to get to create a new law of the land to prevent this crisis from happening again. So I think to frame our little scene, I will say that the problem that's happening is that I think the humans. What's their problem? What's their problem? What's their problem? What's their problem?
What isn't a problem for the humans? Am I right?
Yeah. The humans have caused some sort of like industrial accident has caused acid rain to fall upon the city. And the humans are like fleeing and hiding in their buildings, and we can see like the roofs of their cars are starting to like hiss and sizzle. So it's clear that godly intervention is needed, or else this is going to get real bad for them. So I think I go to I'll also go to visit Vegeta in their domain. So what does that look like when I come rolling up?
So, what was once just a little carousel on the pier is now a giant temple of carousels.
Yeah.
And due to my fancy decree, it is surrounded by haberdashers instead of restaurants. There are also some like really cool restaurants, but also a ton of haberdashers. I'm bringing it back. So
That's
am
so good.
astride a beautiful white carousel horse, just posing magnificently as you walk up.
That's so beautiful. Yeah. So I think I gravely and respectfully incline my head to you, and because my head is a manta ray, like the wings on the side sort of like floop down and then up again, right? And because I think I just have a whole manta ray, like the tail is going down my back and stuff, right?
Advanced rat tail.
Yeah, exactly. It's even better than my one that I have in real life that you're not going to be able to see on the camera very well because it has poison spines. So I will step up to the carousel, and I assume it's customary to take the what? There's a cool turtle maybe. That is just a little bit behind and to the side of you. That's like the respectful spot for me to take.
Yeah.
Since I am coming here asking your advice. And I say, "Oh, my wisest friend, I long to help the humans. For unlike our beautiful, perfect, godly bodies, they do not have any acid resistance stats at all. So we must help them, and I fear for your dear haberdashers are being affected the most. For lo, they have invested so much of their wealth and culture into directly on the tops of their heads where the rain hits first.
Truly, this is a tragedy. Also, Cindy B, I welcome your devotion. So, through some machination, acid has begun falling from the sky.
I have tried shouting at the clouds, and they persist.
And still they persist. How terrible. What say you? We take some sort of anti-acid. Like these. I'm going to pull out a pack of Tums. And we crush these with our glorious muscles. And we throw them into the sky, neutralizing the acid.
That is so... Is that what you're supposed to use those for? I have just been grinding them against my chiseled abs in the hopes of reinforcing my own tum with theirs. This is why I must come to you for help. Thank you so much, my wise friend.
No problem.
All right, sweet. So let's. I think I'm down with that. What are we rolling for this one? I guess we still need to roll, even if we're working together. We sort of see who.
Yeah,
like,
it's still
does
a
it
competition.
best, right?
Who's gonna do it better?
Yeah. And what the heck? Stat should we use to roll this? I think I'm rolling this with my pants score. This is a very guileless move on my part, I'm gonna say.
You're just following the advice of someone you think to be wise? That's super guileless.
Yeah.
Following
I
directions?
I guess this is a sweat score roll for me.
All
Nice.
Since this is mine, I'm coming up with a very cool idea.
It is very cool.
I
I gotta
untick these rolls, not confuse things.
I want to do
I guess.
this. Boom. Oh my god, I got a 7.
Hell yeah. Wow, you're rolling really good.
You know, sometimes being guileless works out, I guess. Cool. So I think the vibes are good. We're both having a great time crushing up these tums and throwing them at the sky with our godly might. Just whipping it, and there's like that anime effect where it's like right, and it tears a hole into the clouds. So we're just like gradually making more and more little holes in the sky. And then I get an idea, and I'm like, oh, this is taking too long throwing them one at a time. Clearly, my wonderful friend here will not mind if I use his beautiful carousel temple to help. And so I start loading up a bunch of tums into the mouths of all of the horses and dragons and tigers all along the carousel, and then just grip the whirly pole and spin it with all of my godly might. It just right. Several humans who were riding the carousel are just flung off into space. But more importantly, the Tums is dispersed in a huge whirlwind up into the sky, and the whole sky is cleared in a great antacid vortex.
And I like rush around the carousel and I grab a hold of them and like hold them on my shoulders.
Oh,
all the people like got thrown off the carousel.
That's great. That's why you're
Safety
the smart
first.
one. Oh, wonderful. All right. Well, I, as the winner, get to create a new law of the land to prevent this crisis from reoccurring. What lesson did I take away from that?
Just spin shit. Just spin
spin.
things.
You know
What's
what?
the worst that could happen?
I think that's honestly right. I think the spinning
Spin
really
to
did
win.
make a big impact on me. So I think I am going to say that given that the humans all have one beefy arm, they will need to devote themselves to the spinning of things with their beefy arm. And every human is required to perform whatever act of spinning they feel is important. You can just spin a big metal coin. You can spin like a what are those things, like a lotto bingo cage thing really fast. You can spin your friend around in a dance, any sort of spinning. But that's something that humans are going to need to be on their guard, so that I don't have to spin things for them forever.
The big Beyblade revival.
Yes. Oh, the holy instrument, the Beyblade. I become even more guileless, which I guess means that you become more dignified, right? That's how
Yeah, that is mandatory.
Nice.
Nice.
And don't forget to add your law of the land to the big box. Spin.
Yeah. And then you will
Just spin
describe
things.
the ripples that occur over the next generation or so as a result of the humans' new obsession with spinning things.
There's going to be a lot of puking.
Hell yeah.
All right. Do I also assign
Still
some
get used
boons
to
and
it.
banes?
No, not if you're dealing
No.
with a crisis. That's if
Okay,
you're
good.
wrestling.
That's just for wrestling. I was like, God, that'd
And
be
some
some
other
other stuff. Yeah. Write down that law. Humans must spin stuff. All my laws are going to be in all caps.
That's until someone tries to debate the laws of the land. So yeah, what are the long-term ramifications? No long-term ramifications. Stuff just spins. Everything's fine.
Everything, it's fine.
It's
fine.
Okay, that's fine by me.
Things be spinning all the time. The whole earth is spinning.
Yeah, very true.
That hasn't been proved conclusively. Well, then I think it's Vegeta's turn to issue a godly challenge.
Okay. I'm going to roll this d6 that I conveniently have in my hands. It was a 1.
It's time to wrestle.
Time.
It's time
Also,
to
did you roll it
wrestle.
on the floor? That was what it looked like to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did. We have some very nice hardwood floors.
Okay.
Very good for rolling on.
Just got to make use of them. Who's it time to wrestle?
And I have several more dice, so I don't have to get that first one.
I was wondering about that.
Even more dice. I bought a bunch of them. They're very pretty. So wrestle.
Who do you find most threatening?
I think Tetratania, as the beautiful gods we must wrestle. This is we will not be asking some random dude to decide who is more beautiful. We shall decide ourselves with our muscles or our shirts or whatever we want to do this with.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's
excellent. Yeah. How does this challenge go down?
let's see. I mean, the straightforward one is we just pose at each other until one of us runs out of cool poses.
Ooh.
That's very good.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's this
I-
pose off taking place?
Do we have like a human audience to hoot and? In fact, no wait. Titratania demands that there be an audience of humans to hoot, holler, and adulate during our posing competition. They don't need to
Absolutely.
decide the winner. We will
Mhm.
know in our god hearts, but they do need to throw roses.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This we can agree upon. So-
Where's a good place to do it?
I think it should be neutral ground. Or does someone want to volunteer the stadium? Would you like to volunteer the stadium?
You can do it at my place.
Excellent. Thank you, Miley, for the donation of your space. I don't know why I decided to go British all of a sudden. Thank you. It's very noble of you. I've changed over the generations as I'm growing more into my garterhood. I feel that my posing plan, personally, is I'm gonna use my shirt for this. For you see, my plan is to pose in very human ways, to take my inspiration from the people of this planet, so that I'm posing very human poses that I've seen in like videos and magazines. And that is going to make them hoot and holler all the harder for me, giving me the strength to pose on ad infinitum.
Well,
What's
I am
your
also
posing
going to use my shirt, but I'm going to go in the other direction and take inspiration from my boneless gastropods
Yes.
to make forms humans have never seen before.
Oh man, who's gonna get the most hoots? Rolling.
Rolling.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no! Bye.
You are victorious. What happens?
So, as I contort my body into ever more graceful spirals, assumably, I well, I'm just out there. I'm posing, I'm twisting, I'm turning, and I finally, I just fold backwards and touch the top of my wondrous shell to my wondrous feet,
Yes.
and I form a perfect O, and everyone goes, "Oh!" And they're not the deciding vote in here, but we all know. We all know what that means.
The power of their response was so strong, it caused me to lose my balance. There I am, on two legs like a buffoon, instead of being on my belly like a proper snake should be, and I fall to the ground, embarrassed and ashamed.
I'm a good sport, though, so I offer you my hand to pick
I
you
accept
up.
it because we are obviously we're still God bros regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, fist
Sweet.
bump.
Ed, bonk. I take it. Are you going to lose a shirt?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I still gain a shirt from this then. And you get to give yourself a boon and give me a bane.
I'm twisting my head to read the thermometer, even though I don't really need to. I mean, yeah, after this, I'm definitely feeling more in tune with my snailiness.
Okay.
And I think after all of that posing, you must be pretty tired, huh?
I am pretty tired. I should have just
Yeah.
done the curls, but no, I decided to move my dumb fool arms. Ugh, can't
And
take it
obviously, that
anymore.
contest must have gone on for like 5 days and 5 nights, right? At
Oh,
least.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
stands to reason. What are the long-term ramifications? I get to decide what the long-term ramifications of this are. I think that what comes of this is just a vast change in the human sort of beauty standards over the course of the next generation, as suddenly snail-like becomes a much more appealing quality, and so I don't know what that turns into, practically speaking. Certainly, there is a stylistic element, though. I mean, already everybody is wearing hats 100% of the time, but now there's like, fashion shells worn on the back, and just a kind of a color palette shift from whatever the people had been wearing to the kind of golden tones of the whatever the hell you are, the jeweled top snail. And every time I look out and I see, all these little top snail attempts around me, I feel a little pang of regret that I wasn't the most beautiful, and I never will be.
Oh, not with that attitude. All right, Viv's turn.
So, I'm thinking about guiding the people.
Please do.
Should I read it first?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. Guiding the people. Let's meddle in human affairs. Yes, obviously. We could go full God mode and do whatever we want. But wouldn't it be more fun if we used our divine power with subtle precision to ensure that our worshippers achieve greatness and can lord it over those others? Yeah. So the target is the god I consider myself the closest to. I think I'm gonna have to go with the other pantsless god,
Amazing.
Miley.
All right. And I'm
Now-
also like, as a water dwelling god, I'm sort of closer to your island home
Yeah.
anyway, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of raising the population of like native gophers in the
Mhm.
land. I want gophers to not just become a common occurrence, but something that is a regular day thing that you see. Gophers everywhere.
That's great. I think in that case, the obvious change for me to want to make is to say, oh, you're going to increase the numbers of your animal icon. I will simply do the same, and we're gonna have bat rays. Just the San Francisco will be lousy with them.
Absolutely. This sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, nothing could go wrong with this.
Absolutely nothing. I think this is a... This feels very just sort of like, this seems fine. I think it might be a pants roll.
Nice. I think I'm gonna roll for it with thirst. I think you have awoken in me a desire to see more of my own kind, up above the water. as they deserve to be.
All right.
Well, let's roll them. Well, I got a 2.
I got a 5.
Nice.
All right. So, outcome. The winner gets to assign a boon or bane to all other gods.
Nice. Very powerful. The
Very,
gophers are ascended.
very powerful. I think I want to assign a boon, and I think I want to make everyone more confident.
Oh,
I want the gods to be radiant with the gophers overflowing the streets. We've shown them
I'm
our
already
power.
confident. More gophers can't help me. Single tear. Single snaky tear. I'll accept it.
oh,
And then I believe, Miley, you get to describe the ripples that this battle of gophers and rays has.
yeah, that's great. Okay. And also, you're going to describe how your victory changes you and allows you to raise or lower that stat you rolled with.
Absolutely. So I think seeing all of the gophers, all of my people and my animals, just having a great time together, living in harmony. I think it's made me take time to appreciate like the simpler things in life and
Aw.
just sort of relax, have a nice time. So
Nice. Which
And if
stat
you're
is
having
that
a nice
taken?
time, you got less
I think
pants.
yeah, I got less pants.
Oh man, that means I get more pants. So I go from -2 to -1. All right. Yeah, I guess I can get a little more dignified. I think in that case, accept this loss with a good grace. I had been instructing my followers to build aqueducts throughout the city in order to facilitate the transfer of bat rays freely. But I graciously allow them to be used as little, sort of raised highways for the gophers instead, so that they don't get stepped on as they are going around the city. And they've got like elaborate gopher mosaics on them and things. All right. So what are the long-term ramifications of the gopherification of San Francisco? I think that the gophers are solitary, they are aggressive, and they are everywhere. Which is a really interesting combo. So I think that what happens is that the first couple of days there's a lot of gopher bites, and people are like, okay, how do I deal with the fact that like my cafe is overrun with fucking gophers, right? And so what they end up doing is the humans construct little shrines to the gophers that are like a little cube of earth that they can burrow into, and like a little patch of grass on the top of it, and they will go by and just drop like, what do gophers eat? Bugs, worms, whatever the gophers want.
Gophers eat anything.
Yeah.
They're sick.
Scorpions, noodles. I think it just becomes customary to see little gopher shrines throughout the city, and the gophers just barely even need to do anything. They just sit in their hole. People drop food right into their mouth, and they are content.
As it should be.
As all things should be.
So that's the end of our first round. We are coming up on 7:30. This might be a good time for us to do a little 5-10 minute break.
That seems perfectly reasonable to me.
All right.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll be back in a few. Probably more like 10, I would say. You can expect us at 7:30, 37 minutes past the hour at your local time.
Hi, it's me, Lara. I'm all alone, but that's because I want to show off my cool new god power. Are you ready? I'm going to turn myself invisible in 3, 2, 1.
Wait, I didn't see it. What did you do?
I didn't see it. What happened?
Oh!
I can't see anything. What's going on?
Oh!
It's magic.
Oh, that's too good.
I'm so happy when this worked out. Oh. Hey everybody, how are we all doing?
Doing all right.
Fantastic.
Refresh.
All right. Well, welcome back, audience. Hey, before we do another round, I wanted to make a proposal, which is that maybe we should go to our character sheets here and just kind of throw some extra points because it's taken a while to build up points, we discover as we play. And I want to see some of them get to 4 because 4 is where they get locked. And in theory, the game ends when all 4 of us have locked one of our stats into place. When locked, they become immutable as we become now, always, and forever an avatar of that particular, way of being. So does this seem like a reasonable choice to people? To add some extra points so we get them a little closer to 4? Cool.
Seems cool.
Let's just throw, 6 stats without actually taking anything to 4 and just see what happens.
6.
Okay,
All right.
maybe put 4 on. Whatever. I'm getting more shirty.
Cool.
And I'm getting less sweaty. And
1, 2.
a little more pantsy and a little less thirsty. And now I'm feeling all the more myself.
Nice. I got a little less shirty, less pantsy, and more thirsty.
Neutralize thirst.
I think we are beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, Goff maxing out the thirst.
Maxing out I had to do it to one of them.
That's very exciting.
That's fair, yeah.
Very exciting.
Some people want to want things, and that's okay.
It's me.
And it is now my go, I suppose. And I don't know what kind of scene I want to set. Maybe I will also roll a die. Maybe I will be a cool cat like Fantast and
Roll onto the floor.
roll on the floor. I don't have a hardwood floor, so I'm going to roll on this carpet, and if it ends up cocked, that's on you. That's not my problem. That's a 3. Debating the laws of the land. Humans are peeved about the current laws for whatever reason. Time to fix it. Target the god who made an unpopular law. Outcome: winner gets to change a law the loser made. The loser gets a conciliatory boon. And I think the humans are tired of destroying crabs.
I knew you were going to say that.
I
Somehow,
think-
in all this time, they still haven't managed it because everything keeps turning into more crabs.
The humans are tired of it. They want to just give in and let crabs. And I think this is something I discover from some of my human followers, because obviously I do have humans who carefully navigate the snake and frog-filled mission to sort of lay their requests upon me in the hopes that in my snaky radiance I will give them the wisdom that they need, that I will embrace them in holy constriction. Are garter snakes constrictors? Not poisonous, right? What do garter
No,
snakes
they're not.
do?
They just
Okay.
eat little stuff.
They just
Well,
they grab stuff.
That I shall unhinge my jaw, devour them in my holy radiance, and then spit them back up, renewed.
Wild.
You know how it works. Yeah, mine too. So I have been hearing lots of complaints from people who are tired of killing crabs, from people who are tired of chasing crabs, from people who just want to let go and let claw, from Blaseball fans, obviously.
Blaseball's still going. It's in season 917.
Blaseball will never end, no matter how much I want it to. And their complaint is that the crab laws are unjust. They're tired, and so because I respect my followers, I journey to the stadium to find Miley. What are you doing in your spare time?
What
Bat
am I
Ray?
doing? I am killing crabs. I think
You
that
sack of crap.
Yeah, no, I think I've got my worshippers delivering me crabs. They come up with a crab held up in supplication, and my divine poisonous tail whips out and pierces the crab, which then like melts into like a horrible green goo on their hands, and the people are like overjoyed. They're going around and showing off their green stained hands to each other as signs of their beautiful, perfect devotion.
And I beg a moment of your time, Miley, that we may discuss godly matters.
Of course, I am always glad to receive you here. And I kill a crab right in front of you.
A request has come forth from a follower, from many followers, from, dare I say, most followers. We're tired of the crab thing, Miley.
Really? I haven't heard anything about that. Are you guys
Surely.
tired of killing crabs? And they're all like, no,
No!
we love it.
I hate crabs! Yes, of course, your people aren't going to bring the problem up to you, but mine have, and they make very persuasive arguments. Has not the ongoing punishment of crab kind gone far enough? Is not it time to let go of this petty vengeance?
We
Isn't
shall
it
see.
more divine to accept them as part of this world and not continue on this quixotic quest to destroy that which cannot be fully eradicated?
Mm-hmm. And I think you usually see Miley has that very placid like smile with the weird sunken in eyes. And even though I don't know if this is possible for real bat rays to do, my smile curves down into a frown. And I say, my friend, we cannot ignore the threat of carcinization. It was only 100 years ago that humans kept dogs as pets, and now even those have become crabs. You see a person in the background like leading around like a Dalmatian spotted crab on a leash.
Isn't that just proof that crabs are deserving of their place in our world?
I think they don't stay in their place. For all you know, you or I could be the next one to have our divine animal essence tainted by crabliness.
I'm not opposed to changing certain aspects of my animal essence.
Really?
This is
your
why I'm
beautiful
rolling with
scales?
my shirt. I'm going to embrace the human side of me that is adaptable and changeable and frankly a little bit lazy and willing to just let go and let crabs.
That's amazing. I think I will roll with my thirst. This was my first desire that I set upon the world, and it is the one that I am going to keep on doing.
Ba-chow.
Got a 8. Hey, then my 8 turned into a 4.
Yeah, might also turn into a 4. That's weird.
Should we roll again?
It's still showing up. Oh,
Oh, I delivered it. Okay, rolling. I got a 5. Oh, ah.
I got a 6. Are they going to stay now?
A lot. Okay, this is good. Yeah, you got a 9. I got a 4. We'll call it that.
Okay, cool. Yes. Haha. So I convince you. I'm very convincing,
You
evidently.
are. Yes.
In fact, I think I know exactly what I do to convince you, and I do something that is not mechanically supported in the slightest. But fuck it, it's I wrote these rules. I allow my animal essence to change. I cease being a San Francisco garter snake, and I become what is the most San Franciscan kind of crab. Give me a sec. Boy, there's a lot of restaurants coming up on Google. Not quite what I was looking for. Dungeness crabs from the Fisherman's Wharf.
Dungeness.
Ooh.
So, how is this spelled? Dung. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it. Too many screens. Can't handle it.
So are you becoming like a snake crab fusion, or are you all crab?
You know what? I am all crab.
Oh my gosh.
I have so fully embraced the human portion of my life that my animal essence no longer even truly matters to me, and it is trivial for me to just sort of change it at you, thus increasing my humanity, my shirtness to full. In fact, you know what? I even put on a shirt. Fuck it.
Wild. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's happening right in front of us. This is everyone. We gotta. Oh my. Behold! She is clad in raiment.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. I never.
I am
so scandalous.
I'm Terra. What's my name? Terratania, the Dungeness crab shirted god. And I feel that you got a blue shirt for a blue crab. Yes, because I look good. Ooh. I think there's just faced with my sheer unwillingness to back down and change even this fundamental part of myself in the name of pleasing humanity. I don't know if there's anything you can do about that, baby.
Yeah, there definitely isn't. And we see my shirt's value goes down as I react instinctively in the traditional threat display of the bat ray, which is to wiggle my wings at you, and my tail is up above my head like a scorpion tail. And I say, "You have changed. You are no longer the beautiful snake that I once knew.
I am greater now. You can never defeat me."
We shall see.
I delete your law and I replace it.
Nice. Amazing. Cool. So what are you
Let
replacing
the
it with?
crabs go free. You do get a conciliatory boon, though.
Nice. I think it's got to be probably in tune. I'm feeling that my animal nature has definitely been reinforced. I've become, by contrast, even more in tune with my bat rayness.
That's perfectly reasonable.
All right.
And what are the long-term ramifications of crabs are now free?
I think it is that our city already has a very great fashion sense for hats in particular. And I think your adoption of a new crab head encourages the humans to start wearing crabs on their heads as hats. And so we see the latest craze is to wear. And I think, if I recall, Dungeness crabs are like huge, right? Yeah. They how much do they weigh? Average weight is between 2 and 3 pounds. They can exceed 10 inches in shell width, and their estimated maximum lifespan is between 8 and 13 years. So yeah, these aren't hats. They're like life partners. They're like your new thing is that you have a crab on your head, and your social status is determined by like how big its legs go out from you, right? So that's...
So we've entered the era of head crabs.
Yes, we have.
You've entered the era. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Confirmed.
All right.
And most importantly, my shirt is now locked on. Nothing can make this shirt come off because it has hit a 4. It has been rendered permanent.
Wild. Never thought I'd see the day.
None of you can ever reach shirt level 4. I have claimed it. I have claimed wearing a shirt.
You are the beshirted one.
So wait, can we still go less shirt though?
You can still go less shirt. Yeah, no. Someone can still hit negative shirt. But
you will forever be the one who is the most human of us.
No.
Because you turned into a crab.
Yeah, because I guess humans and crabs are really the same if you kind of think about it.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
not wrong.
the humans already have one big beefy arm.
Yeah.
You know, like a crab's asymmetrical claw. So they've been working their way there. They've been carcinizing over the past generations. We haven't even recognized it. They spin around the way crabs do. Don't question it, just run with it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a tell our stories. We haven't done that yet. All right. So obviously your many exploits are getting written up in history books, but who is getting the best songs and stories, eh? Time to do something just real impressive and show-offy so the humans don't forget how cool you are. The target is the god you know the least well. And the winner gets to change an additional stat. Very exciting. So I'm going to say I probably know Goph the less well because it is kind of reclusive, despite having your gopher kin all over the city. I imagine that aspect hasn't super changed. So I'll go visit you again and see how Alcatraz has changed these many years later.
I think aside from the now completely like populated and fuzzy landscape of Alcatraz, as it's just completely covered in these small little gophers. I think I arrive sort of crowd surfing down onto them.
Wonderful.
But other than that, no, very, very similar. Just filled with even more gophers than the last time.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So I think I'm going to start to brag about how great I am and all the great things I've accomplished. And is there like still like the prison like PA system or like CCTV or something? Like, can you broadcast throughout the prison?
Oh, we can absolutely broadcast.
Sweet, yeah. So I think I challenge you to like a boasting contest. We're Is it flighting? Yeah, we're doing some sort of contest to talk about how great we are because I need to make myself feel better after my humiliating defeat that just happened.
All right. Yeah, I think I'll make sure everything's set in order. I'll make sure that we have a captive audience.
Are there still prisoners?
Well, there weren't, but I mean, there's people there now.
Uh-huh.
Presumably, I
There's a thin line between prisoner and acolyte, and
yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah.
I didn't close the door to their cells.
Right. But like maybe some of them are like into it, right? They're like, this is my thing. I need to be a prisoner on a
absolutely.
god island.
I think there's little mounds, and as you can see, people sort of like stand up, and the gophers sort of like gently drip off of them.
That's so good. Oh, very good. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell a story about how great I am, and then you can go second, maybe. So I think that, yeah, with my fairly guileless, loosey goosey, way of being. I'm telling a story about a time when this was when I first gained my ancient enmity against the crabs, because I played a trick on the queen of all crabs who lives beneath the ocean, and this is the story goes on and on at great length about like the pranks that I was playing on the crab queen, and then eventually I got caught and like gripped in her mighty pinchers, and that was how I got to be so flat as a manta ray. I used to be big and round, but I was squished flat by a crab, so that's why I'm flat now, and that is my story.
I think that I'm gonna go sort of a different route and explain to all the people and gophers and you here how I hoisted this island out of the sea.
Yes.
With my massive gopher arms. I went down and I gathered up all the rock buried deep within the ocean, and pebble by pebble, brick by brick, brought them up and formed this massive structure. And I called it Alcatraz.
Oh, that's really good. Somebody told you, like, well, you can't build a burrow on water, and you're like, oh, can't I?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
So yeah, I think I'll be rolling with sweat.
Nice. I'm gonna roll with negative pants. Okay, you do yours first. We'll look at it, and then I'll do mine, so we don't get anything changing weirdly. Okay, you got an 8. And then I'll roll with my pants.
your pants and your
I got
confidence.
Right. I got a 4? How could I possibly get a 4?
That's
what?
a 9.
I can
It
see
looks
a
like
9.
a 4 to me.
No, dude.
Does it just always show up as 4 for me?
No,
It's either... No, okay. All right.
That said 4 is the most random number.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard
I
to
saw
get
9 versus 8, so that is what I am running with.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So then the result is I get to change an additional stat. Oh, very interesting. Okay. So I think because of that, I will go up in guilelessness and become the most unguileful of all of us forever.
Huzzah!
And because my story was about using my brains and getting my body squished into flatness, I'll up my mind as well, go into some more negative sweat territory.
Also, you have used up your confidence. The boon only
Boom.
lasts until you roll it.
Thank you.
And so since you decreased your stat, Goph has to increase its.
Increase, I guess.
Sweat was what you were
Sweat.
using? Yeah.
Pants. You have to become more dignified.
More pants. All right. Don't love wearing pants, but it is what it is.
By comparison to me, who just told a story about being embarrassed, you seem somehow slightly more dignified. Oh.
It's hard to be less dignified than, I got squished by a crab. I was mad about it for 1,000 years. Then I lost to my friend saying crabs are cool.
Yup. Now everyone wears a crab on their
So I
head
guess
forever.
crabs are fine now. Whatever.
Okay. And describing the immediate outcomes of winning the contest, I think that everyone in the prison is just absolutely roaring with laughter over the story, and they are comedically closing the cell doors onto themselves, like pretending that they're getting squished flat, just having a hoot and a holler.
So I think long term, it becomes sort of in vogue to present yourself as flat, almost like. Remember when planking was a thing? Yeah. So I think a more advanced form of planking comes back and replaces the formal greeting. So instead of bowing, you present yourself as flat as possible to one another.
That's
Very good.
Oh, you just if someone is on the other side of a pane of glass in a restaurant, you just walk up and just really smoosh yourself off against the glass. And they do it on the other side. Oh. All right. I believe we are over to Fantast's turn.
Hey. Let's see. We haven't done attracting worshippers, have we?
I don't believe we have.
Wild.
All right.
How did we get all these
Let's go for
worshippers without
that.
even attracting any?
So, attracting worshippers. You're feeling a little low on faith energy, which is like high protein muscle powder, but for gods. So, it's time to attract some more from a limited pool of unaligned humans. So, target the god you think is coolest. Outcome: winner gets so many new followers that they can declare a new law of the land. So, who do I think is coolest? What's cool?
Shirts are cool.
Shirts are cool.
Lack of shirts are cool, excuse me.
Lack of pants also cool.
Lack of pants also cool.
Mm-hmm.
Having a whole island also cool.
You're not
Nobody else has
wrong.
their own island.
Yeah.
This is the hardest choice you're ever going to have to make.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go. If you have a whole island, that's cool as hell.
An entire island.
Entire island.
That you made yourself.
I made it
Mhm.
myself.
Pebble by pebble.
Pebble by pebble, brick by brick.
So, we are going to have, I guess, let's see, well, wanting more followers. That's a thirsty kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
You'd see that as... I mean, you could make
Well,
an argument for anything.
Yeah, it's like we're trying to gather more. So let's see. So, I'm going to try and gather people to me by being very dignified. I'm going to wear my best pants.
Describe the pants. Describe the pants.
Okay, so they totally match the shell, which is
Oh,
like, as
yeah.
you know, like spiraled up like the golden and like pink bands. So like these pants, they are like, they're nice long cut. Like these things, you know what? They are bell bottoms.
Yeah.
They're definitely
The
bell
coolest
bottoms.
kind of pants!
Yes, and they have like these really cool like bells on them, like these golden bells, like on the ankles, and they're just like hot pink. Best pants I got.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Shell bottom. Who did
Shell
that?
bottoms,
I
yes.
did
I'm going to use the power of these very good pants to attract more followers.
I think sort of kind of riffing off of the island, I think I'm going to throw a big party on the island. I'm going to influence someone with my god powers that flies one of those planes with the sign that says free party at Alcatraz. And see who shows up. I'm sure this will work.
Don't even have to pay to get into this god party. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's free.
The cover
Come to the
fees in
island.
San Francisco
Nice.
god parties are usually ridiculous. So
And
I feel like that's kind of a pantsless move, truthfully.
I'll buy it.
yeah.
Yeah. How do we want to roll this?
Pants on versus pants off.
Pants
Who
on
will
versus
win?
pants off.
pants versus pants.
And the nice part is your pants will go down either way that way.
Oh yeah, it's kind of win-win.
Sure.
It's kind of a victory for everyone. All right, roll your pants. But you just didn't have the
Alright.
confidence, Goph.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Still very, very confident. Confident in my pants. Gotta believe in your pants.
So, yep, tell us how those worshippers enjoy your
So-
pants.
So yeah, I mean, everyone sees these very cool pants. I am standing on top of my carousel temple, and I am just showing off these very cool pants. I'm doing some cool dances, just jingling the bells around, and everyone's like, and they're like, "How do we get those pants?" I'm like, "You gotta follow me if you want these pants." And that's how I get like a ton of people. It's the pants.
That's so good.
Heck yeah.
Does it even affect the people all the way on the island at the party?
Yeah, they see like the light like reflecting off of my pants, and it's like causing a light show, and they're like, "Whoa, where's that coming from?"
Whoa, it looks like there are some cool pants on the mainland. Let's go, gang.
And now I have maximized my pants.
Truly, you are the most dignified among us.
Truly.
And you get to make a new law of the land, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have so many new followers. It doesn't have
So
to
much
be
influence
pants related,
now.
but it probably should be.
Yeah. What's a good? You know what? I have heard the cries of my people. Ooh. See, wait. Yeah, I've heard the cries of my people. I'm not lagging out. I'm just staying like this for a second. I'm trying to think of something very cool.
Do you want the? Here we go. You get an appropriate spotlight.
Pants. All pants must be able to convert into shorts at any moment. You gotta have the zip offs, yeah.
Gotta have the zip offs.
Hmm.
Do all shorts need to be convertible into pants, or can there be
Right,
shorts
and
that are
vice
just
versa?
shorts?
No, just the pants.
Okay, cool. Oh, thank God.
But in that case, would you choose not to wear the pants?
Well, I think pants and shorts then are just one combined entity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call them parts.
I'm just going to call this the pants short singularity.
Beautiful. Oh.
So is this the singularity that tech nerds are talking about when they're like...
It should be. It's the one we're going to be talking about now.
Yeah. I love that lets you adjust your dignity level at a moment's notice, too. If you're like at an important board meeting, you're wearing the pants, then you just zip them off. You're ready for the beach.
Yeah.
Oh. So what are the ramifications that ripple out over society because of the shorts pants singularity?
I think generally it's a positive change. I think fashion becomes less formal. The whole pants short debate, the whole weird like pantsling thing gets solved completely overnight. I think over time, the pants shorts gradually get more and more zippers to accommodate different types of formality.
Right, capris. Yeah.
You could zip your way into capris. You could zip your way into short shorts. Okay.
And I think most importantly, as even further down the line, it becomes an important cultural touchstone to exchange pant bottoms with someone else.
Oh, yes. God, that would happen. Keen insights on the human condition today on Unplaytested.
I like the idea of someone who's extremely like a popular influencer walking around and their pants are clearly from like 6 different people along the different lengths of zippered
Right,
pants.
they're like banded.
Yeah.
It's a universal zip. Like, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't realize we were making the perfect world.
And you got a crab on your head.
But then I repeat
It's a very
myself.
fancy crab, too. All hats gotta be fancy. The crab is a hat. It's gotta be fancy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, can you have a hat for your crab?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
And the hat for the crab has exactly 1 pocket. It's a beautiful world. It synergizes.
Mm-hmm.
Trading card pants. Everyone who is making cards for the basic TCG jam right now,
Yeah.
start making some trading card pants. Give them a zipped shorts and a pants effect. They've got to be modular. They got to be able to change.
Pants the Gathering.
Yes. Oh. Very good.
Yeah, I've had a problem with Pants the Gathering. I just need to excuse myself from the room and adjust. So.
On that note, are we over to V's turn?
Yeah. I think I'm feeling kind of antsy. Things have been going good. I've been getting along with the other gods. I think it's kind of time to wrestle.
Yeah, it is.
The god that I find most threatening. Tetratania. It's got to be you. I was so concerned by that crab story that I heard earlier. I'm like, there's, maybe there was a point to all the crab stuff after all. I'm feeling very concerned about your crab.
As well you should. I'm very threatening. I got
absolutely
little legs.
So I want to prove. I'm thinking of a good challenge. Something that only us gods could do. And in the quantity that we could do it. I want to see which one of us can drink the most water.
Interesting.
I mean, interesting.
Humans don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home.
Especially not with seawater.
Okay. Challenge accepted.
All right.
But of course, I'm not thirsty at all. So what am I going to do to try and win this? I'm I'm presuming you're going after this thirst forward because that is your nature.
I was. I didn't even think about that at first, but I was like, oh, that fits very nicely.
I'm going to be playing the mind games here because, as you know, I really love humanity. So I have been, and I want to make sure I get this name correct. I have been obviously researching the work of famous, beloved human Joey Chestnut, the American competitive eating champion, who has won 14 Nathan's hot dog eating contests. Jesus.
But can he drink water?
Can he drink? Well, that's the thing. I'm going to use, because I'm a sneaky bitch. While you are filling up your first glass of seawater, I am reaching into the celestial soul sphere and withdrawing the talent of Joey Chestnuts and infusing it into my being.
Cut to Joey Chestnuts at home trying to eat a sandwich, and he just mashes it into the side of his face. What's happened to me? My talent has deserted me.
And then
those jam eating competitions.
And thus, I'm going to attempt to use my mind, my negative sweat, to succeed at this challenge. Right. Even though I'm tired, I still want to do it. Are you ready to drink some seawater?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. No! I accidentally eat a bunch of hot dogs instead. No, how does it go down? What happens?
So yeah, I think initial thought with the glass, I start drinking it sip by sip and realize that this is an inefficient way to do it because, I mean, the bay is right there. So I'm just going to sort of stick my head in and just start drinking and drinking and drinking until there's a noticeable dip in the water level. To the point where Alcatraz Island is like a couple of inches like lower or higher, I guess, than it was in the first place.
Yes. Oh, that's so good.
So I guess
that's a very thirsty maneuver.
Very, very thirsty maneuver. So I guess I lock in thirst. Thirstiest of all the gods.
Yes.
We always knew it.
And I believe I get to gain a boon.
You gain a boon, and you bane me.
I'll gain confidence. And I think I will give you indecisive.
Yeah. Now I've got so much Joey Chestnut in me. I don't even know what I want to eat next. Do I want to eat frogs? Do I want to eat whatever crabs eat? Do I want to eat 68 hot dogs in one go? I will not stop until I reach 70. This sport isn't about eating. It's about drive and dedication. Sorry, that's a quote from Joey Chestnut. I'm on his Wikipedia page. At the end of the day, hot dog eating challenges both my body and my mind.
I would stop at 69.
Yeah. Come on, Chestnut.
You just have to stop and you have to be like, nice. And then you go for the 70th one.
Is Joey Chestnut a fake name?
I don't believe it is.
It like, feels too good for a competitive eater.
People have had
according to
very good
Wikipedia,
names.
at least, born Joseph Christian Chestnut, also known as the Glizzy Gobbler.
Oh no. Just change your name to Joey Hot Dogs.
Or get into a chestnut eating competition. I mean, Christ, you have two options, Joey.
Yeah. You gotta roast him as fast as you can.
Anyway, I feel that the long-term ramifications of this are just an increased kind of worldwide desire for drinking up seawater, which is good when you think of how we've done nothing to fight the ongoing effects of climate change. And so the seas have been steadily rising this whole time. So now, like, everybody who starts their day with just a couple of glasses of pure seawater are doing their part to keep the rising tides at bay, preserving human civilization and especially San Francisco for millennia to come.
Yeah.
You have to go to the ocean at the high tide, kneel down and let the crab on your head drink the seawater.
Hey, when every god has locked a stat, why then you've all discovered the true nature within you. That's cool. You're awesome gods now. Keep enjoying it forever. And so we are.
Yay.
Jack shirtless animal gods now unto eternity.
Oh. We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Oh,
Oh,
This is
God.
great.
Congratulations, everybody.
yeah. Whew. All right. That was
wild
really
one.
fun.
That was
Yeah,
good.
it was fantastic.
Wow. We have a couple of minutes before our, harder-ish or stop time. If anybody has any, feedback or chat about the game you feel like saying. That was pretty good. That worked out pretty
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only thing I would change is I would probably say you like by default change 2 stats just so they move faster.
Right.
I don't think this is a game that could go all night without getting real dull and repetitive, but like
Or like too complex to remember.
yeah,
You're like, okay, so we've got, because you do a lot of world building in there, right?
Yeah.
I got
You're
this
like,
fucking shirt.
we got
There
we got the shrines for the gophers, and then also the seawater level, and then also the
and crabs are important, and
And hats.
spinning and
Oh.
hats.
Oh yeah, we forgot to bring the spinning back.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm so glad the beefy arms came back with the customization. That was very good.
Yeah.
oh god.
No, that's probably my favorite thing about this is just trying to work in all the other things to what you've got. Like how do I make this almost make sense?
Yeah. I kind of love our San Francisco.
Yeah, it seems like a great place. All the frogs you can eat. You can walk to Alcatraz now if you find the right time.
Change.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the shorts, the shorts pants singularity.
God, the
is,
shorts pants singularity.
If there is one message I want to give to our audience right now, make the shorts pants singularity happen. You have the power.
I would live in that society. That sounds really fun. We already have the technology. We're just afraid to use it.
Yeah.
All right. Should we now do our plugs and goodbyes? All right. I'm going to enter plug mode. Oh god, not me first. There we go. Yes, go first.
All right. Well, you can find my podcast, Weekend Warriors, where me and my friend Raven talk about short anime. You can find out wherever you get your podcasts at. You can find it on the Orange Groves, which we are on.
Huh?
Check us out. Weekend Warriors.
Oh, you lagged out a little bit. You were saying it's on the Orange
Oh,
Groves. It's all good.
Oh, okay, but yeah, Weekend Warriors. Check us out. We're very cool.
Are very cool. You have extremely correct opinions about the best Decadence characters.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm V. I will be in a Kickstarter on August 20th.
Whoa!
Writing in a branching narrative game book called The Exquisite Corpse in Maggot's Keep. It's illustrated beautifully, and it's going to have 10 different authors, and we're going to be each taking a piece off of each other's story and sort of going from there. It's
That
very
sounds
exciting.
Amazing.
Is that the one where there's a real coffin as a stretch goal or something?
So there is going to be a backer level at which you can back at. I think I'm trying to think of the price point. It's very expensive. But for that great expense, you will get a full-size coffin, custom built by me and Joe, who's another person writing for the project. We'll build a coffin. We'll put the exquisite corpse in, complete with jewelry and the whole shebang, and then we'll drive it to your house and dump it in your front lawn.
Hell yeah.
That's so great.
Sounds excellent.
Do you have like a background in woodworking or carpentry or coffin?
I've done some.
Not your first coffin.
This is my first coffin. However, I mean, I am always open to making more after this.
That sounds like a threat.
I hope not. I don't.
Happens.
Yeah.
Always looking for customers.
I'm breaking into the coffin making business.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
Lara's
Why am I
time.
full screen? Why am I full screen? I don't want to be this big.
Oh,
Let's
okay,
just
that's
do this
fair.
one.
Zoom.
Okay.
I forgot how to do that.
This is the best way because I get to look down on all of you small peons. Hi.
Wait,
I'm Lara. I fucked up my kitty whiskers. Beans. Crumbs.
They look
Ah.
good.
I don't know. I'm not doing all that much that isn't this or a bunch of fucking backstage stuff. But why don't you just follow me on Twitter? I'm at Glaive Guizarm. I'm funny as shit. And I post cute selfies when I feel good about myself. And when I don't feel good about myself, I turn invisible.
Whoosh.
Whoosh. There we
Now you're me. No, I'm me. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching our show. This was an absolute blast, and thanks so much to our wonderful guests. So great having you on. That was a real time, just as I had hoped it would be. You can find me on Twitter at a fractal dragon. You can check out my games at fractaldragon.itch.io. And you should also keep an eye on Forever GM, the podcast that I am on with Cindy from the chat, where we are going to be playing my dragon romance game, Dragon Hearts, coming up as our next game. So it's not released yet, but we've started recording it. We're going to get it going. So
Our dragon's
keep your
gonna
eyes on
kiss.
oh yes, because let me tell you what, in a lot of like the nice streams and stuff that people have done of Dragon Hearts, it's like everyone's like so cute and shy and flirting and dancing around each other, and then they're just about to actually kiss, and then like they run out of time on the stream, and I'm like, so that's not happening this time. We'll play it for 12 or 50 hours. I don't care until the kissing happens. So get ready for that. You can also catch me on Wednesdays on All Nerds Here, where I play in the super fun Hardwired Island campaign, where we are playing all sorts of cool characters. Rue is in it as a super cool hacker radio personality. It's really fun. And that's all my stuff. Uh-oh. Whoop.
Okay,
There we go.
mixed up the whole order. Hey, while we're doing plugs, you should follow at Unplaytested on Twitter. You should go to unplaytested.com. You should, I don't know, do
Patreon.
Patreon.com
Yeah.
/unplaytested, probably. I don't
that's
know.
it.
Just search for Unplaytested. We have a pretty strong brand lockdown, since I
Right.
don't think it counts as an English word. And
yet.
also join the Orange Groves Discord and go to the Unplaytested channel there and fuck around with us.
And also the
Could be cool.
Weekend Warriors channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most importantly, go put a crab on your head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, everybody.